Listen closely, young brother, to what I am about to say. The modern world has offered you comfort, protection, and care for all of your life. And of course, security and comfort is something we all strive for. It's what our ancestors fought and died for. Security, comfort, and freedom are the basic elements for which they sacrificed their lives. But the overindulgence in anything is nothing short of poison. Listen to that again. Overindulgence in anything, even if it is good for you, is nothing short of poison. The same is true to your comfort and security. As the saying goes, strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times, which ultimately create strong men. And so, the cycle continues from generation to generation. You, my brother, are living in good times. You have everything at your fingertips. Everything has been made so easy that weakness is at an all-time high. Want sex? Sure. You don't even have to chase the real thing now. You can access virtual videos. Hungry? Sure. You can stuff your belly with all the best dopamine-stimulating sugars you could ever want. Take a moment and ask yourself, is this the type of comfort and freedom your ancestors fought for? Here's the bittersweet reality that you must come to terms with. As a man, your greatest friend is sacrifice, period. Whether you are living in hard times or good times, it makes no difference. As a man, it is your duty to sacrifice. Sacrifice is one of the greatest ancient masculine principles that you will learn today. With that said, here are the 5 forgotten ancient masculine rules for life that your forefathers suicide mission, all while doctors and media will tell you that it's perfectly fine to partake in these self-sabotaging activities. Rule number 2, You must be strong. Would you consider the modern average man to be strong in any way? Probably not. That's all due to the constant societal programming that we as men are forced to go through. In fact, you may have seen the viral video of a person saying that men are supposed to be submissive, with another skinny boy saying, "No one wants to see your muscles." Not only this, but just think about any latest movies that features a dad. These dads are always shown as goofy idiots who need their wife and children to make the decisions for them. Always keep this in mind. They are trying to convince you into becoming weak, not only physically, but also mentally and spiritually. And the 1% that do get the courage to stand up to this mediocrity are quickly shut down based on so-called fact checks. This once again tricks you into believing that there is no point in you raising your voice for the truth. But keep this in mind. It's better to die on your feet than to live on your knees. Train both your body and mind to be able to take on any challenge that the world throws at you. Our ancestors would go to war, fight to survive, and do all of that with a stoic clarity on their mind. Even if you are the only person left in the world who understands the truth, do not be afraid to speak or act on it, even if it gets you killed. Rule number 3, you must be useful. Another example of the evil societal brainwashing making us forget about these precious rules is the way they raise us to believe that being a good-for-nothing complacent servant is indeed a great way to spend life. Have you ever wondered why so many women out there believe that men have it easy? That's all because most men of today accept to live uselessly. Back in ancient times, this unspoken rule was perhaps the most important of the 5 mentioned in this video. If you weren't useful for something or someone, you were dead. Simple as that. They would either be kicked out of their tribe or just put to death. Men in the past had to always develop their skills in order to get the chance at life. They would hone their craft in order to provide actual value to their community. They were hunters, blacksmiths, farmers, you name it. In order for you to make yourself as useful as a man of the past, start by learning modern, useful skills of value. That is practically the idea behind every business, to provide a product of a service that will bring value. Be useful to your customers, to your children, to your church, to your community, and above all, God Almighty. Number 4, stay curious. Think about everything now that you take for granted, e.g., engines, lights, cars, and whatnot. They all began with a curious mind, and this natural human desire for discovery and invention is something that is overlooked in the modern age. The masculine desire to invent is the one ambition which has led our species to conquer the earth, the sea, and the sky, and continuously evolve. We currently live as kings of the animal kingdom because of our ancestral dream for more and more discovery. That's exactly why you must revive your own curiosity and take back your role as innovator. If you think you don't have what it takes to do that, then let me remind you of all the great feats of those who came before you. Einstein once was a nobody. Alexander Fleming, the inventor of penicillin, started off from scratch. Of course, this doesn't mean you need to come up with a way to get it.